you think that I can be? I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea.
Hey everybody, Dr. Gigglez here from SFNE Online, and of course your host of the Grove Show. Today's video we're going to be talking about Fright Fest. We're going to give I'm going to give you my review, what I thought about opening weekend Fright Fest at Six Flags New England. So before we get into that, make sure if you're new here, you click that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a like. And also, if you've been to Fright Fest yet or going, leave us a comment down below. Let us know if you liked it, hated it, if what you think about the new stuff, and we're all going to get into all that. So without further ado, let's get on into it. So yesterday was Sunday, so today's Monday. I'm not exactly sure when this is going to go up, but regardless, we went opening weekend, and I want to check it out. I'm not exactly sure when the next time we're going to go, so I want to make sure I get all this information out and everything. We were able to record some videos and get some stuff. I mean, we didn't do like a vlog type thing. This is, you know, we took some video of the merchandise. We took video of Hell's Bells and Midnight Uprising and that spooktacular, street party that's at the end of the night. We went through the haunts, scare zones. So we're going to break all that down. And you'll be seeing videos coming out over the next week or so about Fright Fest. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I give you my honest opinion about Fright Fest. Now, everybody knows that I'm very vocal about Fright Fest. Everybody knows I love haunted houses. I'm very passionate about it. And, you know, I've always, like, sent off these crazy reports and emails to the park. And very vocal about what works, what doesn't work. And I give my ideas of what I think would work better. Now I take into consideration, one, they're not like Universal or Disney. They don't have crazy money to, you know, keep changing things every year and doing crazy things. And I get that. And you know, so when I take that into consideration, and I'm not shilling for them, and not that I'm just letting you know, this is how I feel. So I'm gonna go through the area, you know, I'm just going to go shows, haunts, scare zones, etc. And I'll tell you what I liked about them, what I hated about them, and all that stuff. And then I'll just give you my overall opinion about Fright Fest. So let's start with the shows. So we all know Graveyard Groove left. A lot of people are upset about that. So now they have Hell's Bells that's taken spot in Rockville Theater. I actually liked it. You know, there's a whole storyline about demons and stuff like that. I don't want to like give too much about the story away, but I liked it. The singers were a step up from last year, and song selection. Some of it was good, some of it was weird, but it all fit the story, the flow, and I actually liked it. I'm not, you know, just trying to get everybody to go check it out. Like, it's another show that when I go, then I will check it out. I actually enjoyed it. You know, it's a different cast, different characters, and all that, and I think it actually worked out pretty well. So they did a really good job. I was kind of skeptical of, you know, is this going to be better than Graveyard Groove? But I honestly, you know, for what this is, I think it's better than Graveyard Groove, even though I love Graveyard Groove. And so this is probably going to be the next one that I actually enjoy and like and want to go see. So that was definitely a bonus, like a surprise thing for me that it was actually good. And I don't know what the character's name was, don't remember, but it's the redheaded girl. She really has a good voice. I just wanted to make sure that we put that, like, it is, like, really, like, good. It wasn't horrible. It was on point. So the next show that we did go see was Midnight Uprising. I had no idea what it was. And it's like this dance thing to, you know, to music, and you know, the characters, you know, and all that. Up front, I don't really care about dancing things. I did record it so people that like dance stuff can see it. So I don't really want to, like, review it and give it a bad review. I just don't really care about I don't even dance in real life. Even when I was doing Dr. Gigglez music stuff, I didn't dance. I'd jump around, you know, or I'd just kind of be standing there pumping a fit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't dance. That's not my thing. I don't dance. And dance is not really my thing. But, I mean, for what it is, it's pretty cool. There was some of them that are, like, really great dances. Like, I could tell that, you know what I mean? They were all very passionate, all of them. Some of them kick out some cool moves. Some of it's just like, you know, like, I just don't care. But I wanted to check it out to see it. So, and those that, if you are a performer in it, please do not take, like, insult nobody's gonna win me over to make me want to go. I gotta go see dance shows. If you're into that kind of thing and you want some like pumped up music and see, go watch it because you'll probably like it better than I would. I'm not saying I hate it just to hate it. I just don't care, and I don't want to take that away from them. If you're into that kind of thing, curious, go check it out. For me, it's not my cup of tea. The other show that we saw at the end of the night was that block party, whatever it's called. It's like 30 minutes before the park closes. I had never seen one. They've been doing some type of show like this every year, and we happened to be walking by because we're going to go check out Carnival because we didn't see that at night. But there was no point to go to it because all the characters were over there. So when I do the review on that, it's going to be based during daytime. But anyway, but yeah, it was definitely interesting. It was cool. I liked it. And then after it was all done, then you can, the characters are all up on Main Street. And it was really cool. So I'm glad I got to check that out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the scare zones because I want to leave the haunts for last. So let's talk about the scare zones. Now, by far, my favorite scare zone is Carnival. Now, this is based off of during the day. There's all different kinds of things to see and check out. There's like that one is like the well themed, filled with props and stuff, and I thought that was the best one. I didn't get to see it at night all lit up and all that and character interaction. Next time I'll do that. I think the two weakest is Tombstone Territory and Undead Alley. There's just like nothing really there, nothing really going on. Now, I don't know if this is just because they just didn't have the staff yet because this is opening weekend. Maybe next week it'll be better, but based off of this weekend, it was kind of like, it's kind of like walking through. I'm hoping that they add more actors and you're going to see this based on reviews and stuff. I mean, thematically, like with Tombstone's Territory and they add some stuff, that area just looks nice. Like I just like the look of the area and the stuff that's going on. I didn't see one actor in that whole tomb, like outside, nothing. But it was like towards the end of the night, so I want to make that very clear because that was right before the block party was going on. This was like 8:20 at night, so just keep in mind, I don't want to dog it in case there was like people all night and I didn't see it. But I saw none. Same thing with Undead Alley. It seems like that area is getting less and less props, and I didn't see anybody. Again, I didn't see Carnival and I didn't even see Demon District that night because we were just running through the haunts, and I'll tell you why we didn't get to see the, scare zones when we get into the haunts because something happened that we couldn't. So, but it'll be interesting. Anyway, so with that being said, like thematically, I think Demon District needs to be in a different spot. Like I've said it before in the last Fright Fest video we made, that should be in that walkway going to Superman. Close off the stairs, let people walk through, put it up there, put some actors. It's going to be creepy, dark, and it just looks weird where it is. Like if they just put it in that walkway, I think it would be way better. It's still in the same area, but I just think being in that walkway, you can scare more people. It looks more creepy. You put the fog and mist and all that. Some, a little bit more lighting effects. It could really turn around and make it a better scare zone than it is. To me, it just doesn't fit. I don't know why, but it just doesn't fit that area. It should just be in that walk. Close up the stairs, forget it, and just do the walkway. I'm telling you, if you put it there, home run. Put some actors in there, home run. I'm telling you, that's just what's going to happen, home run. So out of the scare zones, the favorite one based off of what I saw would be Carnival for sure. The other ones, it's just kind of I think that's the weakest link of Fright Fest is the scare zones. They used to really be much better years ago. I don't know if they're just trying to focus on building up the shows, building up the haunts. I don't know if there's still more to add because it's always like historically, like opening weekend it's not its complete weekend. It's usually like the weekend after starts where it's like it has even more props, more actors, and I get that. You know what I mean? So I don't want to take that away, but historically that's just how it is. But we'll see how it goes after this. So on to the haunts. So we did all the haunts. We did Nightmare. We did Slasher Circus. We did Aftermath. We did Terror Tales, and we did Midnight Mansion. So the first one we did was Nightmares, and everybody knows that this used to be where it was Total Darkness, and then it went and became something, I forgot the name, and then it was Forgotten Laboratory, and now we have Nightmare. I gotta say, Nightmare is way better than anything that's ever been there, and it's actually now one of my favorite haunts. And number 2 would be Slasher Circus, and we went to that one next. But I will say Nightmare has more actors. There was a ton of actors in it. Tons. Ton of actors. Very interactive. The actors were doing a hell of a job. Like, I was impressed. I was like, whoa. We were all like, whoa, they really stepped it up. So I would give, I mean, don't get me wrong. For me, I mean, they made Jessica jump, quite a couple times. But, I mean, everybody liked it across the board. I would give it 4 out of 5. It's not perfect. It's not crap, but it's definitely good. If it was scarier, I probably would give it a 5 out of 5, but it's not scary. For me, maybe for you guys, it's probably scary, but then again, I mean, if you watch the Fairtown movie, and what they did to us, I was just like, yeah, what's up, dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, I know it sounds kind of like ignorant, but it's just, I know where the people hide, I know where they come out of. It's just when you've done haunts, like made your own, do behind it, you know how it works. A lot of people don't get that opportunity, so you guys get caught by surprise. I know how the industry works, so it's really, really hard to get me to budge. But not taking that away, I think you guys will really be interested in it. Slasher Circus, that's been there for a few years. This year, more actors, it was better. More interaction, especially the queue line with that drop down window and talking and interacting with them, and then it was really a good haunt again. We did Aftermath. There was I don't know how many went to Ace Behind the Scare, but if you hear a whistle blowing and they stop you, something happened. So someone had fallen and gotten hurt. There was like tons of security, EMTs, and they got the person out. I guess they fell down or something. Whatever it is, but we got to go through, but there wasn't a lot of actors in it, and that one probably just because of the incident that happened when we were walking into the path, probably kind of shook up some employees a little bit, trying to get them back in place, and when they let us go, didn't have enough time. I don't know, but it was just weird after that had happened. Then we did Terror Tales. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. That would be like my 3rd favorite. That one needs more actors for sure. There just wasn't enough. Some of the cool stuff was some of the cool stuff. And, yeah, I think if they add more actors to it, it would be good. If you've seen the theme here, the first 2 ones we went to had a ton of actors in it. It was like they just threw everybody there. And not enough everywhere else. Midnight Mansion, it was kind of, it's late. It's almost closing time. And we didn't get the we've got a few actors, not a lot, but the actors that were there did great. There's just some areas that should have and they didn't do pacing good on that one. All the other haunts were great, didn't bump into anybody. It was great. I love that about that. So they nailed that one good. Didn't bump into anybody else except for Midnight Mansion. There was a little oopsie. But overall, the haunts were pretty decent. I think as long as they add some more actors to it, this is turning out to be a pretty slam dunk of a Fright Fest. Especially over the last few years where I was very vocal and was very like, come on, guys, you can do better. They threw a lot of new stuff at us between shows and stuff, and the new haunt, I think it's fantastic. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So you can just let me know down in the comments down below if you've gone through it. Did you have the same experience I did? Did you not? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Did you see any of the shows yet? Let us know what your Fright Fest experience is. And if you haven't gone, let us know what you're looking forward to for Fright Fest. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all. Keep on coasting.